All right, which of your podcast guests made you the most nervous and why?
Probably Craig and Austin, only because anything could have come out.
All right, which of your podcast guests made you laugh the most and why?
Harry made me laugh a lot. He's just so funny and witty and charming, and I just always have a good time talking to him.
Which of your past podcast guests made you blush the most and why?
I guess just by default I would say Bobby, but only because we were just talking about like the miscommunication that we had with me thinking he was asking me on a date.
Which of your past podcast guests did you relate to the most and why?
Well, I've related to a lot of my guests for different reasons. I mean, like Laguna I relate to because that was our whole high school experience. I relate to, I'm trying to think, like who else? Like Stassi, I had her on. I relate to her from like the reality world. Like I do feel like a lot of my guests I relate to in different capacities.
Which of your past podcast guests shared the most TMI information?
I'd say Harry. Like Harry really went for it and did not hold back, which I really appreciated.
And what was it?
He talked about everything from licking girls' buttholes to his dad dying. Like we covered everything.
Which piece of information or story do you wish you could take back or regret sharing on your podcast?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really regret sharing anything. I just think it's been a lot. Like there's just been like a lot of information out there, and it's just been like, there's like a couple month period where I like really didn't hold back, and it was just like a lot of headlines and media frenzy on top of the podcast where I felt like I needed to just shut the up for a while.
Name 3 of your dream celebrity podcast guests and why.
Okay, well I would love to interview Kate Moss because I just think she's a fashion icon, and also she just has so many good stories. Like her stories would be insane. God, who else? I love Sienna Miller. I think Sienna Miller would be great. Again, another one who has a lot of stories. I also want to know her beauty secrets. And Brandon Skellner because I just love him.
Which of your former The Hills co-stars would you die to have as a guest on your podcast?
Die. Well, I've had Heidi and Spencer on, and actually that was one of my favorite episodes. That was one of my, would you call it podcast? Yeah, episodes. That was one of my favorite episodes. They're just so great.
Is there anyone you have beef with you'd like to have on your podcast to work out the drama?
I don't have beef with anybody. Woo. Mark. Right?
Yeah.
Scott Disick, I guess, maybe.
That'd be good. That'd be a fun conversation. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Whose podcast do you listen to religiously?
No one's. I don't listen to podcasts.
And that's it.
Okay, great.